if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got Kobe. Durant is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Bogut, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And for Zeller last season, his numbers were the same or better as a starter. His scoring picked up a touch. Still had a great field goal percentage, too. So really solid production in his first couple of years. Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Curry kicks to Bryant. It's Durant on the wing for 3. It's hauled in by Thomas.
And I think the big thing for Zeller was that he found his role in the league. He knows he'll be an energy guy who has to make the most of his touches. And to his credit, he is nothing but a positive force.
Okay, that's a really sweet stroke from Irving there.
And the Warriors off to a slow start here. 6-point game. This is to Kobe. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And so just over a minute and a half played. And here they go. Goes up again. And after all those chances, guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Curry with the steal. And it's Bogut atop the key. It's another look. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Irving's guys that impressed me about the Celtics was the number of assists they had. I mean, they really focused on moving the ball. And when you do that and you have shot makers, the assists pile up.
Now here's Kobe. Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis. Here's Boston now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Celtics passing it around. Here's the kid. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. The kid's got his first 2 points of the night. With the Celtics and their assists, they were second in the league in potential assists per game, meaning shots they missed that if they made would have been assists.
And that is a good thing, if you weren't sure. I mean, they were sandwiched between the Hawks and Warriors in that category. Pretty good company to be in. So they moved the ball well. They just need to get a little more consistent at knocking down open shots. And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
The Celtics making a switch here. Warriors also making a change. George is checked in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. On our old partner, Steve Kerr, also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success. I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff. Point. And Steve has that.
Excellent point. Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Zeller. And it's Johnson in for David Lee. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Boston. Evan Turner. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Got that one up quick. The kids got 5 points so far.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Bradley, no one around him. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, a moment ago, Steve Kerr and I were able to chat. He told me he looks forward to games like this, saying, this is a team we're facing that really knows how to play and how to execute their offense. And certainly at our best, we can do the same thing. So for an old school guy like myself, it really makes the game enjoyable. It becomes a mental challenge as much as a physical one. A great point, guys. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, it really makes sense to have their defense poised to deal with the great shooters on the floor tonight.
It really does. If they can't keep the damage done by those guys to a minimum, then it's going to be a long night.
No secret about that. I mean, when they're able to get into a rhythm shooting the ball, they can put a lot of points on the board.
Defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And here's Boston. Big time run continues here. 16-0, shutting it down. Nice shot by Smart.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And Evan Turner is one of those guys. He just gives you a little bit of everything. I mean, he can play multiple positions, handles the ball, he can pass it, shoot it. Kind of a Swiss Army jackknife who uses multiple tools to his advantage.
Well, Greg, for Evan Turner, the one area where he can still develop in a big way is with the jump shot. Clark, 28% from 3 last season. Really is not going to make it.
Yeah, that's been the one stain on his game, the lack of that deep shooting ability, but everything else he can do. He can handle, he passes, he rebounds, but to be an elite player, he's got to be able to knock down that 3 ball better.
Some changes here for the Celtics. David Lee's checked in for Jay Crowder. The kid comes in for Marcus Smart. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Turner. Tries to snap the cold streak. He with the block, but they'll get another chance. Here's George. Good D by Lee.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Irving attacking, and Davis sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Here's the kid, defended by George. No good. Johnson with some nice D. And the kid picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Warriors trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Lillard dishes to Durant. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Davis sends it back. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. Here's George. Good D by Lee. Johnson outside. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective.
Well, you have to make adjustments. You know, you try to figure out what you can and can't do, and you have to try to learn that pretty quickly and figure out how effective you can be. And so it's just about making adjustments.
Well, Kobe's age, and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments? Or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Durant is out there with Bogut. Then there's Kobe. Then it's Paul George. And it's Curry in at the point guard. Now, here is George. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now, Crowder. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 3 assists in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Durant. Rebounded by Smart. One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. I mean, his pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive, Greg, as they come.
Yeah, what you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire and brimstone.
And with Durant, his competitive spirit really comes out in crunch time. He demands the ball when the game's on the line, and more often than not, he gets it and delivers.
Turner's checked in for Boston.
And guys, talking about Durant, he may not wear it on his sleeve, but he's really upped his energy and emotion on the defensive end. I mean, he's seen that defense wins championships, and that's the only thing on his mind right now.
And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, Thomas. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
Curry's shot is off. And it's the Celtics ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Zeller. The Warriors pull it in.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Paul George. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last.
We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Just way too many.
Turner passes to Thomas. Sinks the triple. Thomas got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
The Celtics have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Lead stolen by Durant. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Bogut, but he gets it back over Zeller and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the night, and that one misses. And the Warriors making a change here. Davis is checked in. And the second free throw, good.
Well, you could see a change in the play with the Celtics after the trade deadline last year. Adding Isaiah Thomas gave them some pop off the bench and really created some balance for them offensively.
Now here is Davis. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Boston. The kid comes in for Marcus Smart. And that was something the Celtics needed, adding Thomas, a player that could come in and provide Clark instant offense for them off the bench.
And, Kevin, I think that was a turning point for them last year. I mean, they saw that they had a chance to make a big leap forward after the trade and responded accordingly.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Some changes for Boston. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Zeller. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Damian Lillard's checked in for Golden State. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the kid. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. The kid's got 7.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Warriors. Irving drives in, and Davis sends it back. Here's Lillard. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands, always in attack mode.